and start talking about budget.
Correct. That right.
So how do you see markets now moving in the run-up to the budget? Do you see volatility or you see markets will remain firm?
No, they may be volatile, but I think that the budget will be good, or that at least that day we have to be excited about it, considering the language and the tone of the message from the Prime Minister himself about it being a transformational budget, about talking about the first 100 days, talking about the steps that this thing have to take. Plus, separately, because the real budget was not there, except that in that budget they had guided for a low fiscal deficit. That also is good, but to convert the future plan into an operational plan means, according to me, that you will have to do investments of some PSUs, sort of lock, stock, and barrel. And there is one negative niggling thing, which is what they try to change the capital gain tax definition and structure. But if they do that, then everything else would be washed away. So we always don't do that. But if they do that, it will be very negative and it will neutralize everything else. So if they don't do that, then I think the budget will be very good because it will be related to investments. I think it will be related to unlocking of real estate, of PSU. Just doing big picture that you can't make it transformational and simultaneously cut the deficit. Because if you say I'll cut the deficit by reducing capex or reducing subsidies, it's not transformational. Transformational means actually unleash some new investment or into new themes or new sectors by doing selling of some of the assets and then investing it somewhere else, and at the same time bring Tesla type guys by whatever changes have to be made in some taxes or duties or whatever. So far you have to go excited is the easier course to take. And as I said, if the world is well, why should we? Well, there's nothing separately in India for us to feel negative in any way. This idea that Indian valuations are very high and all is all nonsensical stuff by all these guys who come to India for 4 days. Like yesterday, there was a story. Basically, we know it is expensive in consumer, so don't buy it. Underweighted. Rest of it is not so expensive in any case, relative to our own history.
Every 3-4 years, there are themes which are born. And if you latch on to those themes and say, okay, I don't care about what is happening in the world, for me, this is a big theme and I'm very happy with it. I'm going to draw this perspective for the benefit of our viewers that why I'm asking this question, Samir, because the man on your screen, Samir Arora, he bought into private banks, he bought into retail, he bought into YT. So these are these mega trends which we
Into
talk about.
Bharti,
Bharti, yes, a lot of
into
these mega,
Bajaj Finance,
a lot of these mega trends.
Varun Beverage. But the thing is, it's not easy, but they come up. You don't have to think of them as things. For example, where in my whatever number of years you've been taking my interview, would I have ever been able to say till we did it that we will be buying HPCL or something at some 235 rupees price? These come with time. You just are there. Basically, 80% of the fund doesn't change. That remains in whatever thing. But for example, out of the blue, or not out of the blue, but we should say with deep research and consideration, we decided to make our IT zero. You could not have thought, I could not have thought of that 6-9 before that it'll become zero weight. So don't ask me like that, because big picture theme that I will go after. But you make 4 or 5 stocks related to whatever is happening, and the rest of the portfolio remains longer term without thinking of a theme, and you are adjusted to the new environment. So we adjusted to the new environment for the last 2 years, buying a few more PSU stroke value stocks, because we thought that there had been a massive underperformance of value versus growth for the previous many years. And when it started, and then the PSU, there was logic of how the Prime Minister is forcing or putting pressure on PSU managements to go for a bigger market. And why are you only, just because you're called a railway PSU, why are you only doing railway business? Go and compete with the L&Ts of the world or whatever. So all these things go along as it comes. Don't make it bigger than that. There's no big team that I know.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.